Hi, I'm doing this card as a recording because I have to actually go into hospital in a couple of days and I'm on fasting and all of this type of stuff to do. So I didn't want to have to be running to the bathroom all through the thing, so I decided let's do this today. Isn't it pretty? So this is oh goodness, I can't remember. It is, I'm just trying to think what it's called. Okay, I saw the actual, not the picture, not the card not the design I've done on it, but I saw the dimensions on Rachel Chessman. I love her, so I did it. So the Greenery Lane is the set, and it's out in the January catalogue. Now that's my stamp and emboss and cut, and I have over here the January catalogue. I'm just going to double check that I'm correct. You're not allowed to see it. Yes, it is. It's out in the January catalogue that available to the public on the 4th of January, I'm sure. And it's in this catalogue, not in the exclusive. So, look, in the last, was it the mini or the big one? There was some stamps and dies, stamps like this in, I'll just have a check for you, actually. I'm still going. I thought I wasn't for a minute there. Okay, so there was a flower stamp set in here that was in the other colours, and I really wanted to get it, and I just didn't get round to it. I don't know. Let's have a look at the back and see if I can find it. So, Memories in Bloom. It was like a flowers. Oh, look. I'm just going to quickly flick, see if I can see it. And those are, yeah, I've got to be careful not to flick too fast. Now this magazine will be going out soon in April next year. May next year we get a new one with whole new products, so that'll be a bit exciting. Which is sad because some of these ones I really liked. So funny, you get used to them. I couldn't do those, but I can't find it. I can't find it. It was little flowers on the tape, exactly the same, but in pinks and reds and whatever. So I went to order it, and I had spent enough, so I didn't. So this is called Greenery Lane dies, and it has a matching this wasabi, I keep going to say, wasabi tape. It's washi tape. So that's the one that's out in January. Oh look, I did a bit of mark on that. I'll just cover it so it looks better. Alright, and so this is the tape, and I found a way that I can do this card. So the actual cutout was Rachel Chessman's, but I've adjusted it to Australian sizes. And isn't it lovely? It looks plain there, and then when you pop it out, it stands like that. So it's quite a cool birthday card, isn't it? See? And it stands, and they've got a little popping mechanism in there. Let's get on with that. I might stand it up right there. You really can't see it. Let's get on with it. Okay, so on my instructions, I've got them on my other side today because I thought I printed them out, but I didn't. They're up there. So we've got the green, we've got Pretty Peacock, and I don't know why I've got Oh, I might have olive green for a reason. Do I? Some leaves. That's right. So I've done the leaves in Pretty Peacock, and the Garden Green. Now those ones there are die cut from this strip once, because I made an extra strip. So there is a bit of cutting and whatever. Alright, now if I'm correct, I will get my... Okay. Oh. And I didn't put any bling on this card because I thought the front of it was really nice with the pop out. So, I don't know. I don't know if I like a lot of bling on everything. I do like some. Okay, so if I'm correct, we have got a 8 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, so that's correct. And 8 1/4 by 5 1/2, and it's scored at 4 1/8. So I'll just do that now. One of my blades has popped off. One of these, not blades, my scorer. So I've got two trimmers and only one scorer. So I have to keep jumping. I bought a new pack of them a while back, but I don't know where I've put them. I found the extra blades. You know, that's Murphy's Law. If you were looking for the extra blades, you'd find the scoring blade, not the cutting blade. So we're just cutting that in half now. So when you look at that, you can see if that wasn't there, you would see that's the halfway mark. And then we go back, and I'm going to score it at 2 1/16. So like 4 1/4. Right, let me just make sure that's correct. Yeah, so when we scored it, it comes to 4 1/4 there. Can you see that? It's very tiny. I'm going to just bring it up for a minute. Okay, so it's 4 1/2. So we're going to score it at 4 1, and that's 1/16. Okay, 2/6. So it's 2 and 1 little mark over it. We're going to score it there. And then to make it easier, I'm just going to flip it. Now, you know, a lot of the time I just fold them over myself, but I know that some people would like to have the accurate. So 2 and then 1 little mark over. Okay, and now we have the card. So we're going to fold that down like that down like that. So it looks like that. Okay, but when we, as you see when we thing, you pinch them together and then you slide that down, and that goes into your card like that. And see on the back, there's your, to write your greeting, and there's your other piece. So that's what that's easy. It's just an M. Alright, now we have a piece that is 2 by 8 1/2. Okay, so 2 by 8 1/2, 8 1/4. Hold on, 8 1/4. I wonder why I said that. That's only 8 that's not 8 1/4. Let me see what that is. Yeah, that's 8 1/4. So we're going to cut that. I'm just going to measure in there. So if they're 2 and 1, and then we're going to go to the, I'll just do it and we'll see what happens. 8, 2 and it. So what did I say? 2. Okay, by 8 1/4. Okay. That might have been left for leaves. So we're going to score this at 3 1/8. 3 1/8 is halfway to the quarter mark. Okay, so 3 1/8 is 1 2. Okay, take the blade out, and then the second one is 5 1/8. So 1/8. Did I say that 3 1/8, 3 1/8 is the 1 2 mark? Yep, that's correct. Oh my goodness, I keep telling you, read it twice, cut it once. I don't want to score it because you're stuck with it. So then we go to 5 and again 1/8. Oh God, I keep coming back to that and checking it. Yeah, 3 and 1/8 is the 2, correct. 5 and 1/8 is the 2. There you go, 3 times I've done that. And then it says 6 and 1/8, but actually that's the end, okay? So it's not, so I'll take that little marker off there and get rid of that 6 and 1/8 because you don't do another mark. I'll just delete that so I don't see it. Oh no, I can't. It won't let me do it. Alright, so that's what we've got. Now we can put that in straight away, but it may help. It may make it harder to put the other piece in. So for the front piece, we want to put, have I cut, what have I got in here? Got an envelope. I've got some white paper, envelope, a punch. Alright, so next we need a piece of card for the front. Okay. And that is 2.5 by 3.5. So I think that should be about 3.5 or more. Yep. So we'll go this way. Use our paper cardstock wisely because then you got it for later. That'll go for later. And 2.5 by 3.5. And you know what? That can always be a label. So I keep everything. Right, into that we've got a piece of white cardstock which is just inside that. So mine is, I've got centimetres going. I'm not doing, I feel a bit weird doing it with no audience. 2 inches by 2.5. So it's got a really nice thick border around it. So 2. Oh, it's starting to rain. It's been raining quite a bit today. By 2.5. I don't think I'll keep that one. Bit small for me. All right. Now we have the tear and tape, which we're going to do cover 2 of these. It will have a little bit of white on the side, so we should hopefully be able to get it all in without, and you won't see that little white when it goes on. So this is what we have to do next. This is quite fun. This is it is fun. Alright, so the tape comes on a roll and you just pull it off like this. We're going to put it straight down the middle. Okay, I'm going to try and get it to stick to each end here. And I've cut my paper a little wider. I'm just going to put it right in the middle. Oops, I'm not going to get that down. Maybe we should use our grid mat. Alright, so we've got one, and we've got to get that right in the middle of both of those. Oh. Now, put that back up there for a sec. Where's my bone folder? I just had it 2 seconds ago. Everything goes funny when you're up here, doesn't it? Everything disappears off the table. There it is under here. So with my bone folder, I'm just going to glide that down so that there are no creases in it where I, you know, if I missed it. So now the next one, we're going to do the same. And this will be easier because you just line line your white cardstock from before right next to it. Okay, that's it, and just down you go. No, oh, come on, come on, back up. I think I just turned it a little bit. Oh well, we're going to go that way. It wants to go that way, we'll just do that. Because we do have one that's left over and we're going to cut a few things off it, so it's actually okay, that is. Alright, so I'll just get my scissors and cut that. Alright. Okay, next, I'm going to separate those. Concentration, girls and boys, concentration. This is so beautiful. Like I said, I wish I bought the last one, but I didn't. Oh, I got to tell you, we had our Christmas hanging night last night, so I've told a lot of you how much I love my Christmas. Just get my cutter back. So these are going to be cut into the white cardstock, then they're going to be cut into 1/7 of an eighth by 5 1/4. So that's got more white on there. I want this one that's got the same. So I've done these. This is 3 3/4 is the paper. So we're doing 1 7/8. Now if you look at that, 1 7/8 is there. I'm just going to put a marker there. And the other one is 1 7/8 from there. So we've got enough. There's a little bit of white on the side, but it's not going to matter. 1 7/8 is 2 marks from the end. And this one should be exactly the same. Okay? So we're going to do that to both of them. And then we're going to do it to the other one. So 1 7/8. Now there's a little bit of tape over there, so I'll pop that down so I'm not cutting on that. 1 7/8. Right, it's all packed in. Cuts nicely even with the tape and that. So this one's perfect. They're all perfect. There's a little bit of white on all of them, but that's okay. And with this one, it's got a lot of white, but we're just going to cut out those to use on the front. There's a couple there, and then down on the back there's one. So we will be doing that, not to waste it. Okay. And to be honest, this is such an easy card as well. So, where are we up to? Let's get cracking. So first of all, we have our other 1 7/8 by 5 1/4, which is for our back. Now, of course, we're not stamping, so we put that on. That with some glue might help. So anyway, I was saying to you yesterday, we have our tree hanging. We always do it on the 1st of December, which is today. So welcome to Christmas month. And we decorated our house. My feet and my legs are so sore from all the stuff we did. My husband and I, we worked like Trojans. Our twins just did lifting and carrying and all of that. I'm going to need another glue out. Oh, got a nice new one. Now, when you get a new one, just remember, don't squeeze too hard because it comes out fast and furious, and you'll be spewing if you've just spent all that time making something and it's gone. So you can send me a message, even though I'm not live. You can send me a message saying, I'm just going to turn that around so I know. It actually goes this way, which is probably just if I turned it up the other way. So this is the back, and this will just go in the back. You can still respond and say you like my card and everything when you come on. I'd really love to know if you enjoyed this one, because I actually thought it was pretty special. Okay, so we've got 3 of those. Now, which is my best 2 for the front? I'm going to use those 2, and that one's got a little bit of white, so it's still fine. Okay, I'm not going to waste it. Anyway, all the families came. We had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 including us, and then we had a couple of cousins that came as well on their own. So that's on the back. Now when we turn it over, we're going to put these 2 on the front. And what we do is we all hang the tree together. Well, the children hang it, so now they're older. When my twins were little, it used to be the adult picked up one of the twins and they helped them put a bauble on it. And see, now they're older, we changed it a bit, but now there's some little grandkids and their nieces and nephews. What we do is we get all the nieces and nephews to line up. So again, this is the easy piece. There's nothing to stamp on here. I cut that too short. That's in the bin. What a goose I was. Where is he looking? And anyway, so what happens is the kids give the baubles to everyone, and because the kids are giving it to the adults, sometimes with the kids I gave them a few they could do on their own, they all turned up rather short. And I was laughing, so I said 2.5. So if I said 2.5 and I'm putting it in there at that would be 2.25. We'll see if that works. 2.25 was perfect lengthways. I must have been talking too much. And the tree was very bottom heavy, so when they all left I moved a few around. Okay, so now it's still got to come off. I'm sure it's 2.5. So it comes to 2. Oh, we're not coming off here. White cardstock. Yeah. 2 by 3 3/4. Well, I don't think it's 3 3/4. Alright, so that's going on there. And that, I will add all my measurements, will be added to the blurb when it opens up. So I'm going to put this onto Facebook, to YouTube for tomorrow night. I just know I have to take all this product and go bathroom all night, so I'm not daring to do our thing while I can. So now this here is going to glue into here. So we're only going to put glue on. Concentrate on this bit. Ruler. I love this ruler because it's got white, but I had it upside down. So we're only going to go and put it into the centre, and it should come out just under 2. So you've got left. There must be more. Yeah, I think, yes. So when that goes in there, no, that's totally correct. That's totally correct. Okay. So I have done this 1.5 from that end, about 1.5 from the top. Okay, so 1.5 is there, and what I'm going to do is just glue this side first. I'm only going to glue it to about, let me have a look, here to there is about 2 inches of glue. Okay, make sure you remember this because you don't want gluing on the outside. and I'll do it down this end. Okay. So this one is going to sit that 1.5. Right. And then I'm going to turn it over, put it exactly back there, and do the same on this side. We're just going to hold that a little bit. Oh, I moved. Don't you dare. Okay. And that folds down flat there. Alright. Oh, that's what's wrong with that one. It hasn't been. I didn't do. Okay. And that is. I didn't bone fold those. So I'm just going to double check on my scores. I might not have the 2.5. Oh, so the 6 1/4 was plus 2.5 by 8 1/4. And when I hold that out, hold on. It doesn't want to sit down like that. So what I've got to do is, see there's a mark there. I haven't glued it right to the end. Okay. The other one I did. So it wasn't liking to sit down. Alright. Now. It was done. That was my problem. Sorry, folks. That needs to, and then it comes out like this, and it has just your straight across there, and that's where we're going to put our thing. Okay. Keep fiddling it. That's the straight. So onto that, this is going to go here, and when it closes, it comes down. So let's get the stamping. There's no stamping. So I have already previously die cut, because I didn't buy the stamps in the suite. I just brought the dies and the washi tape. The washi tape, that's all I brought, was these dies and the washi tape, because there were none of the sayings on. A bit funny, aren't I? I suppose when it's resale time I won't get much for it because I haven't got the proper set, but I don't need it. So I used this and I cut that out a few times, and I used the leaves, this one. So we'll show you that in a minute, what we're going to do on here. But what we can do now is put these on. Alright. Oh, actually we better do that. So I've just got my little boss here. I sound all jittery, don't I? Because I'm not used to doing a live that it's quiet. I feel like I need to do it again. I feel I need to get practiced. I don't do those. Okay, so that one is here. Alright, so we're going to put that onto there. And we're going to cut that one out. And then we're going to go for that one. Even there's a little bit mist on it, it doesn't matter, because we'll be putting it towards other things. Okay, so there'll be other leaves that's there. So I have used the bow punch. I know it's retired now, but it was Tessman's. You can't retire it. You'd be wrong. Rachel Tessman would cry if we all threw those out because they were out of date. As she says, she uses them again. Now I'm going to have to come back for that one. Oh no, I can. Just don't want any movement on it. Okay, what I tend to do is push that under and then grab it, and I push it really hard and then I crank so that it doesn't move. You know how sometimes it jumps a little bit and moves? I just hold them as tight as I can until you get to the bottom of it and it's done. So here I've got those ones cut out. Now they're just used because I want to use it up. You don't want to waste your paper that your stuff you've done, and it's nice to have a few of those. So now, magic of TV, I've cut the other ones just to save you listening to me too long if you think I'm boring. But so I will say hello to anyone that pops on, and just leave me a little message you popped on to say hello, and I'm very sorry I wasn't here to chat with you. But this does come out on the 4th of January, and so it is, I think it's, to me, I've really liked it. It's funny, I'm a bit fussy, I don't like too much flowers and all of that. I like, you know, but then again, I don't sort of do a lot of kids ones now because my boys are nearly 18, so I'm more inclined to do, you know, motorbikes or cars, or for them, because they're all having 18th birthdays soon, or 17th really. Ours are 17. There's one turning 18. So in here I've got a group. So in the washi tape is garden green and cloud cover. So it's a really, I love the cloud cover. So, and Pretty Peacock, if I'm correct. I felt it was Pretty Peacock. Got quite dark, so I thought it was, but maybe it's just I picked the paper and it comes out darker. So with this, on the back of this one, I used a green leaf and one of those and one of these, okay? On the front, I used one actually. I'll just do 2 greens. I'll keep that for the front because I didn't get another green out of it. Depends where you cut it. So we're going to on the back, which is a little bit harder to work with unless you, like, you can just put it here. I mean, I made it up and then put it on top of each other so that it's not, you know, you're just touching it with glue. If your glue will come out, new glue. Alright, so just, can you see, sorry, I moved back a bit then. Just a little bit light, not too much, and squizzle it around so that it's not gonna, it's not gonna leak out. So I'll just get the little tip of it and do a little bit there. Alright, so I have one there. So you could do this before you put it on the card if you're worried. As you can see, I don't worry too much. And I'm going to put a little bit of the Pretty Peacock, but I'm going to cut some off because I think it's too much. Or I might layer it. Let's see which side it's really good on. Well, it's got a nice lot of leaves to grab. Okay, and now we're going to put one of our little wee cloud covers. That's alright, just making sure you've got it the right way. When it's the wrong way, you don't see the dent of the cutter. Ooh. squeezy. A bit scared to do it too much because it's, come on, there it is. See, it comes out a bit strong. Alright, I'm going to put that one there. And then lastly I'm going to put this little bright one with it's the white so it stands out. And that one's easy to do. Okay, so there we go. Now let's finish the front of this. So you can build it up and have a look how you like it. Now I did keep one to put on the envelope, so I did a bit on the envelope as well. Alright, what have I got on the back? I've put some of the dark ones first. So, yep, I'm going to do one of those. Yeah, so we had a lovely time. We ate, people bring a plate. My husband pulled lamb this time for a change. Okay, and I've done that way, and just only a little touch over. It's not jumped out, anything like that. I'm going to have just a couple of this, and then I made hokey pokey. I don't know if you know what hokey pokey is. New Zealanders call it hokey pokey, and Australians and Americans call it honeycomb crunch. Honeycomb? Honeycomb, just honeycomb. So that's what I made. And then I made coconut ice, which is layered white and then the ice on it. So that was really cute as well. I couldn't eat it because I'm not allowed to, I'm only allowed to eat white food. I never eat white food. Never. I can't believe I ate white food. So that's really weird, isn't it? Well, for me it is. Alright, now this one. Isn't that lovely? This one just goes straight on. He's nice and fat. And he's just going to, again, go right to the edge. Because you shouldn't have, you won't have a bit. It won't impede the card because it folds out down like that. Okay, and now I want that. I'm going to do my little Hooray birthday. Now I've just used Hooray off a Darling Dinos because it's got a nice happy birthday on it. I love the Dinos. I haven't done a Dino for a wee while. If you go back you'll see it. Where's the happy birthday? I bet you it'll be the pink one, no? Have a terrific birthday. That's a dinosaur saying. Let's see, what have we got there? Poor dinosaur's in his wrong spot. That's raw. Maybe this one's happy birthday. No, that's another dinosaur doing something. Now there's happy birthday there. And it's missing. Wow, oh no. Hasn't fallen out. This is the hard thing with stamping, is they do get caught onto things. So it's not that one. That's T-Rex. You're terrific. That's happy birthday. I should have known. Oh my goodness, I get scared because they can get onto, look, they can just stick to anything and you end up throwing them out and doing things like that. So you've got to be very careful with your stamps. And these ones, you've got to clean them pretty well because I've noticed that they definitely need a lot of cleaning now. I'm going to just grab mine, go and do a really quick wish and get my Pretty Peacock. I have everything written down and all of that, and then I didn't go and get my Pretty Peacock. Oh, I've re-inked that. Oh, isn't that rich? Look how dark that came up on there. I'll leave a nice clean, that will. And now it's back to normal. And it's definitely going straight back in the packet, guys. I'm not losing that. Oh, I hope you saw my last Christmas card. It was so cute. It's an easel fold, and it was really easy. Get it? Easel, easy. But it was an easy card, so let's cut that. It's all in the eye. Alright, there we go. So I've got some, this was left over because we do 5.5 cards, not 6. I can get that in there if I cut it down just a little bit more on either side. And if I straighten it up, really straighten it up. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire, it's still not straight. There, I think that is. So all these scraps come in helpful. I think you'll like making this card because the tape is so nice. I am 100% sure that that is not quite straight. And I just stick it on there, which is my scrap, and there. No frills on this one. It's a pretty nice card that's easy to look at. So if you have shopped with me, I've got some catalogues ready if anyone wants them. So if you shop with me, please go to my Facebook page, go to Nettie's, Nettie's on Facebook to, it's Nettie's card making on Facebook, and put, did I pull that up at all? Nope, just glued. And send me a private message to say you've shopped with me. Although if you select me and they let me know, then your address will be there, and they can give it to me. They can, if they give me the address and I know you've shopped, I can send you something. Only if you allow me to know. If not, you have to go to Nettie's card making classes on Facebook. Alright, so this one I'm going to put on some dimensional so it sits out a little bit front, and then we're going to flip that last little flower in and do our envelope. And how's that? Nice. Is it quick enough? I can't see the clock because I'm too busy thinking I better get this finished. Where did I put it? There. Two, three. I can't believe it. In Australia, our kids go to school 4 terms a year, and one of my boys is already finished, and the other one finishes at the end of this week. So by the 6th, I think it's the 6th at the end of the week, we are all kids at home. Isn't that amazing that you can be out of school that fast? Actually, I moved it across to there. I have to change this one. Not so close. Okay. Alright. Now it's not close. Oh, it is. I'm going to take that one completely off. And I'm just going to get another one and put it right in close there. Alright, and put that down. And then last but not least, if I can get my nails, I need to get my nails cut. I've got to go down and get the nail polish, because I don't think you're allowed to have surgery with nails anymore. and then that one's just going to pop out of the top close to there. What do you reckon about that? And then with your scraps, you're just going to put them on your envelope. Now they might be, if you're going to post this, they might be too big. And I might just get my punch and give me a cardboard stand. It's on the side of the table, that's why it's not standing, not because it's not made to. So what I'm going to do is just cut out a couple of garden greens. Got to open your machine. I like to look at it from under here because you can actually get quite a few out if you cut close up. Like that. And then you can fit another little one in down there. See how it's just in the bottom? See? It's very good. Very good. Alright. So this. And a little bit of the Peacock, Pretty Peacock. What am I? Got to say, I'm nearly out of cardstock. I had to go and order some on the... I hope you got your sale in, because I had to go and do that on mine. I had to get in on the Black Friday and get some cardstock. Right, we're going to put another little wee one on top. Not too much. It's a card to give to someone. I had a girlfriend have her birthday yesterday, so I'll make sure they're the ones I give to. When I see them, I give them the card. Alright, and then last but not least, my little cloud cover. There you go. Concentration. Right up the centre. And there you have it. A few little scraps. I'll go to the bin, not much good for that. But look out for that. It's wasabi. It's not wasabi. It's washi tape. And that is my card. So that's what it looks lying down. And that's what it looks standing up. So I hope you enjoyed that card. And I really will be here next Tuesday, and we will have another fun card to make, because I've done all my Christmas cards. I've finished, and I've sent them all, most of them. I've got a few to drop off, but look at that, and it just comes down like that and folds in. Okay. 1 and 2. We do have a third fold on there. That's where I was. It was 6, 3, 4, 5. I'll do it. I'll put it onto the instructions for you. Okay, nice to see you. Bye. Whoops, got to find my